How's you doing today? This is Enforcer, and today we're going to be flying the P-47. Love that P-47. We're going to be flying it over Sicily today, and with a fairly good American team. A lot of guys were complaining about Sicily that they had flown it a lot apparently that day. This is the first and only time I'd come on, and I don't mind Sicily. It's a fun map. It's just that everybody tends to go straight for the big pond and the area of combat that surrounds it, and well, we lose a lot of team members that way, that's for sure. Myself, I try to get some altitude. Normally climb out to the northwest and go back south, and then into the area of combat. That's what I've done here. I've gotten about 15,000 feet of altitude, and the first enemy plane I see is a Focke-Wulf 190. He's just about co-altitude with me. Can't really tell, what his status is right now. He's about 20,000 feet away. Doesn't look like he has any friends immediately, but pretty soon one pops into view, definitely above me. I want to stay away from him. He's sort of coming towards me, sort of not. I really can't judge. He's at least not coming straight for me. He's got a P-47 friend up above him, way up above him. I don't want any part of him. As I'll soon find out, well, that P-47, he's engaged. As I soon find out, he's going to have another P-47 friend. Fairly close and fairly co-altitude, and I really don't want to have anything to do with him. I don't have good energy right now, and I got my nose pointed up a little bit. And pretty soon here, while I'm about half a mile off, I'm going to take a couple of pot shots. One connects. Must have got his attention because he turned pretty hard. I don't know what that damage to central gear leg jazz means. I know it's a critical hit, but so we're rolling pretty good here. He's going downhill pretty well. And that's about all I can do to keep up with him, is roll and try to stay off my throttle so I don't hit compression. There's no way I can turn with him. Absolutely no way at all. And the P-47 is just not built for that. It's way too heavy. It's way too big. It'll roll like nobody's business, and it'll get up and go, especially downhill. But about all I can do to try to keep up with this guy is keep rolling with him and keep pulling in the vertical. And I'm getting hits on him, just not enough. Now, there's a Hellcat that's in the fight, too. We're keeping him pretty well tied up. But I'm so zone locked right now that, I could have been attacked from behind several times and I wouldn't even known it. Kill assist, that's fine by me. And a kill assist and one air kill is all I'm going to get out of this match. It's been a month since I've flown last, and that was in a bomber, where over the Ruhr I was the last man on the map. Won it in a bomber. How you like that? Bombers are no good, they say. Yeah, well, take that. Just had a P-47, this guy named Too Many Toasters, and he was diving in on me like a bat out of hell, and the only thing I could do was turn into him, and which is about the best thing you can do, or the only thing you can do. He was coming downhill so fast he couldn't match my turn, of course, and he overshot. So I'm going to do a long extension out towards our base. Not going back to the base, but I am rather shot up, as you can see by the paper plane down the lower left-hand corner. But I want to get some distance between me and the fight. I've got to get a little speed up. I've got to get a little altitude. And I've got to keep scanning around to make sure that nobody is above me or behind me. And indeed there isn't. I'm fairly safe right now. The fight's about 25,000 feet behind me at this point. It's a little difficult just to keep the plane low, without any adding any trim to it. I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to have to go back and help my team out here. So I'm going to start making a turn to the left, get myself pointed back in the direction of the fight. You can't really see the damage from the exterior model, but it's there, and it's really affecting the plane's performance. Don't want to make too tight a turn. We've managed to kill ourselves off pretty well. There's only 4 of us left. There's only 2, I think, of the enemy team left, so that's a plus. Now the P-47 driver here, Too Many Toasters, he's watching his video. He's been making a habit of making. He's been staying in the vertical, but he's been making these loops. And the P-47, if it's at high speed, it'll make some really big loops. But it's just not. I get the impression he was using it kind of as a turn fighter, and going in the vertical like this really didn't do him any good. I was trying to help the F4U driver out, and he's going to blow up in spectacular fashion right about now. He tries to get a couple of shots off of it on me, but it didn't work. And there we go. So he's done. And that's my one kill of the game, my one kill, one assist. And I just practically stalled myself out here, so I'm so lucky that nobody else was in the area. The only other enemy plane I can see is this BF-109 down here, and he's on the ground. He's crashed. I don't know why he's still in the plane. Maybe just taking in the scenery. I don't know. But I'm going to try to fly towards him and get some hits on his plane. I build up some nice speed. Unfortunately, the only thing this manages to do is just relieve me of about 400 to 500 rounds of ammunition that I planted in the dirt, because he bails just as soon as I start shooting. Thanks, Fritz. I got some speed up. We're gonna make a nice turn to the left here, and we're gonna go towards our base, getting a little more altitude. I noticed it was a P-47 up high, like way up high, like around the enemy spotting planes, around 16,000 feet or so. Now, why he did it, I don't know, but he dumped a whole bunch of altitude and went for our base, where the F4U driver you see there is, and got literally chewed up by anti-aircraft, and he was the last enemy on the map. So guess what? We win. A decent Allied team. I just wish they all hadn't gone toward the middle of the map as quickly as they did. Yay, we win. And like the man said, let's go home. So it was a good match. I was surprised I did as well as I did for not playing for at least a month. 4th place on the team, not so shabby. 18,230 Lions, which again, not so shabby. I've been trying to play a lot more conservatively. I've been trying to conserve the plane. And, well, it's working out for me in repair bills anyway, lately, at least. Hope you enjoyed watching about as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. This has been the Enforcer, and enjoy the game, enjoy flying, fly safe, and we'll see you next time.